OG members able to join, citizens, create invites, connect, mute. They're able to join as well too. Audience, they're able to join too. Okay. It's a lot of people in game. I'm pretty aware of that. We're waiting on Bright.
Give me 1 second. I'll get him.
Okay.
Excuse me. We're waiting for you in the emails. Elena.
Oh, okay.
Do you see it?
You trying to sit down, Alex?
No.
I think you should.
I think we can go in.
You
now.
doing searches?
Yeah, okay.
Get up off my son.
Do you see it?
Do you want us to, am I talking to Discord? Are we sharing our screen? Okay. I got another issue. I think the game is trying to register as if I'm at home. So my lights are off everywhere I go. Because I keep my lights off at home. Because I can pull up my house and menu right now. No, F3. No, my personal house menu.
I'm gonna check for you in the back end, and I might have you pop your head real quick.
Okay. Or should I go home and turn my
The
lights
media
on?
room is this way, right?
Yes.
Oh,
You
yes,
to go in?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just search.
Put y'all hands up, please. Both of y'all.
Oh my god. Don't be so aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive. You know, I kind of got cool.
He asked if he should go home
Excuse
and turn his lights on.
Can you put your hands up for me?
As I keep my lights off, yeah.
Yeah, I heard him.
Put my hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We slowly
Oh,
getting
you
up
okay, sir?
together, slowly but surely.
Auntie, what you did to that man?
How do I put my hands
go.
up?
Flex your equal sign.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. I'll unlock the door for you.
All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Hey.
I think you're good on the house thing, Twan. If anything, if you want to pop your head, you can.
Yeah, I just did that and it came back same. I noticed it yesterday because he was doing it with the street lights, the red lights and stuff. But it's like it's choose when it come on and out. I can see though.
Hey, mama.
Is it a lot of people out there?
So how did you want to handle asking
Yes.
questions?
We could take turns. We'll set the general
I can.
rules and then go from there.
Tell them to make sure that they flex their third eye at the chair, and tell them to flex their down page muscles.
Do you have a timer?
Do you mean the general question?
Okay.
Oh,
One more time.
God.
One more time.
You say the general questions?
We'll open with a few of those and then progress over time.
So how you lovely people doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Since, since I got here, that the little musty thing over there, just killed my whole mood.
Musty thing. What musty thing?
Yeah.
Get my glasses, huh?
Hold on, let me mute and dip. You hear me, Queen?
I can hear you now.
You should be in the stage in the emails.
Oh, okay, I'm coming right now.
Through the emails.
Okay.
Keisha, how are you?
Pretty good. Really care to ask how you are?
That's fine. So you got your lucky bonnet on?
It's not lucky, it's culture.
Which culture is that?
Mine. Don't make me cut up here.
Just questions.
Mom,
Okay, Bright, is Bright up here? Bright, I need you to raise your hand so we can bring you up here.
Who am I echoing through?
I definitely want to notify you guys that we are in the emails as well too, and that's what we'll be speaking. If the reporters decide to allow you guys to ask questions, obviously you would speak in game, but you would still hear us from the emails.
Okay.
In order to adjust yourself while sitting in the seats, flex your down page muscle.
So we're only talking to email?
Yes.
Okay.
And just to let y'all know, like for the ones who's up here, like for instance, I'm sharing my screen and somebody else is sharing their screen too. And I heard my little echo, so I personally had to turn down their screen in the Discord, if that makes sense. So who is that? That's Skull. So I had to turn down Skull's stream audio so I didn't hear myself echo. That's just in case y'all hear echoes.
My bad.
Skull or Bright, are y'all able to talk?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Bright, you still gotta Bright, you have to raise your hand to come up here. And then we can, get things started. Let me see. Invite to speak. There you go. I just invited you. And Scott, did you want Desi to help y'all ask questions as well too, or I don't know what y'all had going on there.
That'll be great, especially if she can help keep time.
Okay. Keisha running for mayor.
Ooh, child, gonna eat her ass up.
Who? Keisha?
Yes.
I'm gonna make one call really quickly on.
Alrighty.
Shoot, I guess we can really take it from here. If all y'all ready, I guess we can start.
Ooh, Diana.
All right. Welcome to the 2026 Los Santos Mayoral debate. My name is Terry Truthman, and here we're going to get down to the bottom of who's going to be the best candidate for Los Santos. For our debate here, we're going to use town hall rules. We're going to start with an opening round of introductory questions or opening statements, and then we'll move on to some light questions and then progress from there. Any other questions that you guys may have before we start?
No.
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 Fantastic. So, starting with you, Mr. Rogers, do you want to go ahead and give your opening statements, your opening remarks?
Sure thing. Good evening, Los Santos. My name is Jaden Rogers. I run a local business. I manage payroll, and I deal with the reality of this city every single day. I don't pretend to be a saint, nor do I expect you to treat me like one. Let me be honest with you. You're going to hear a lot of noise on this stage tonight. You will hear wild, desperate stories from a candidate who has a documented history of severe addiction, violence, and public fabrication. You will also hear from a former police officer playing the role of a humble community savior, hoping you don't ask too many questions about his sudden, massive accumulation of wealth. Let me be clear. I'm not here to put on a show for you, and I'm not here to sell you a friendly illusion. I am here to pull back the curtains on how the city is actually ran, who is quietly profiting off of it, and why the people who claim to protect you are the ones you need to watch the closest. Let's get this started, people.
Thank you for those remarks. Miss Queen Rogers, do you have any opening remarks for us?
I surely do. Hey, Los Santos, how you doing? It is Queen Rogers, y'all favorite girl in the city. I run a hair salon called Queen Salon, and I also have a son named Prince. I'm pretty sure y'all know of him. And honestly, my main goal here to run this lovely city here, full of arrogance on his desk. To make it better. I've been hearing a lot of stories of baby daddies, baby mama drama, and stuff like that, and shootings and stuff. It's like it's crazy. It's very crazy, and I would love to change that. I would love to change that. And I feel like here too, you're gonna hear a lot of lies on the tables. Not from me. I'm gonna explain. Not from me. You gonna hear lies from this thing here, Jaden, and I don't know what he is, and that monster over there with a bun or a
Okay,
head.
let's
That's crazy.
let's focus on opening.
Oh, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's all though. That's all. That's it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And now we have Mr. Jet. Twan Jet, you want to go ahead and give your opening remarks?
Yes, sir. Good evening, citizens of Los Santos. Uh, as the reporter stated, I'm Twan Jet. As you all know, that we're here. I'm running for mayor. I'm not going to sit on this stage and uh, fill your head with lies or anything of such, nor am I going to sit on this stage and bash the other candidates. I don't think that's what I'm here for. Today, I'm here for honesty, integrity, and equality for you guys. I'm here to show that I'm for you and only you. I'm not here for the show or for the wealth. I'm here to make this city great for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jet, for those opening remarks. And last but certainly not least, we have Miss Takesha Rogers. Would you like to provide your opening remarks?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Takesha Rogers, and I'm not standing here today as a career politician. I'm standing here as someone who's lived the reality that many people in our community are still fighting through every single day. I didn't grow up with a roadmap. I grew up with roadblocks. I faced homelessness, financial instability, and a system that too often feel like it's designed to keep people like us stuck instead of helping us rise. So I've had to learn the hard way how to survive and eventually how to overcome. I'm running for mayor because I know what it feels like to be looked over, to be counted out, to be pushed aside, and I refuse to accept this as the norm of the city. So I'm running to change the system that burdens people with debt, skyrocketing housing markets or cost, barriers that make it harder for people to move forward. I'm running to create more jobs, better pay, affordable housing, and a real second chance because everyone deserves a fair shot and not just a few. So I didn't just witness the struggle, I was the struggle, and that's exactly why I know what it needs, what the city needs in order to change. And that's all.
Thank you for those opening remarks. Now, we're going to go ahead and dive right on into our general questions here. So, this question could be for anybody. Let's also be respectful of one another, and we'll answer one at a time, okay? My first question here is, if elected, what would be the first problem that you would fix here in Los Santos?
You don't mind me
I guess.
speaking? The first issue I would fix, and let's be clear, everyone, and I mean everyone, is dealing with this issue. The cost of housing is ridiculous in this city. Not only can you not afford to live, you can't afford to eat. So we need to figure out somehow getting people affordable housing, not multi-million dollar penthouses.
Is that all?
Excuse me.
Yes.
The question was, what is your plan? What would you do?
I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me. Oh, go ahead.
May I speak?
Well, Twan was going to speak after Jaden.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yes. If you want it, Miss Keisha, you can take it.
You got it, Mr. J.
Okay. All right. Well, one of my first plans is it kind of piggybacks off Mr. Jaden there, but one of my first plans is to deal with taxes. As we all know, one of the reasons that food is so high or housing is so high is the tax bracket. So one of the things I plan to do is to look into taxes and see what I can do to reduce it on all levels.
Reducing taxes on all levels.
Can you clarify?
Housing, food, clothing, vehicles, anything that you use to spend your hard-earned money on. I plan to reduce taxes in those areas. That goes for, like I said, all levels, everything from grocery store, going to the store to buy food, all the way down to buying a house.
All right, Miss Takesha, you had a rebuttal?
Yes, of course. I actually agree with the other two candidates. To definitely tackle the housing situation. It's not what I plan to do, it's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring in housing programs and things like government assistance. So that's it, that's all.
I have a question for the candidates.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to say my part, but I guess go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I know you're right. Anywho, but yeah, well, I'm going to focus on the real problem here. Well, first off, I feel like food is not expensive. $2 is not expensive. That's very cheap. So me personally, I was really focused on, seeing people live in situations. So for like the people who pull out financial things like money, credit, stuff like that, and these high ass speeding tickets around the city. That's the main thing I'll be focused on right now.
Can I speak now?
Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
So essentially what I got from Jaden is he wants to focus on housing and food. And he stated very bluntly that he's trying to figure out the situation, so no details were given. Then Twan stated that he's going to deal with taxes and insinuating that the taxes is going to help alleviate the housing and food. However, no true plan was also given. He just stated that he's going to reduce it. And then Takesha stated that she's going to provide housing with housing programs, which actually sounds like a solution. And then Queen, you basically stated that this stuff really doesn't matter. What really need to be focused on is housing and speeding tickets, and no plans were provided. Does anybody outside of Takesha have any plans on how they plan to execute their mission?
Yes. Thank you. I want to first and foremost say I appreciate you for holding everyone on this panel accountable. But to answer your question, I will set a max on how much our landlords can charge. If we just were to step right outside of this police station, there is an apartment complex right across from this station. If I'm not mistaken, if my numbers are right, it costs you $22,000 just to rent that place. That's not affordable, especially when you're not in the city and you're still being charged. It's ridiculous. So that's one of my first methods. Secondly, I'm not trying to target my competitor here, Twan, but the issue regarding taxes, I believe that's just a cop out, because at the end of the day, people aren't concerned about taxes. They're complaining about housing and how it's not only do they have to pay for water, electricity, and their Wi-Fi, they have to worry about getting evicted because their landlord charged them 5 times when they were asleep. That is all.
Thank you. Twan, do you have a rebuttal?
Yes. So I kind of agree with Takesha's plan. Creating government assistance or any type of government help that will help pay for housing would help with that situation.
Thank you. I'm going to hand it back over to the moderator.
Thank you again. So far, we're off to a lovely start. My next question here is, so what is one promise that you're willing to be judged on after the first 30 days in office? And this is a toss-up, anyone can answer.
sorry.
so now y'all ain't gonna talk.
I'm gonna ask you to repeat that question one more time. I'm sorry, sir.
Sure thing. What
Gotta
is
catch it.
one promise you are willing to be judged on after the first 30 days in office?
I can make that promise. I know one of the first plans, as we all sitting here stating, money is one of the biggest issues in the city. So one of my first plans was to issue, after the 30 days or up to when we get to 30 days, where to issue out a stimulus check to the city.
Oh, a stimulus within the first 30 days?
Well,
Yes, sir.
Queen, you had a rebuttal?
well, yes. Well, my promise is, what I'm saying, I'm gonna do everybody a favor, free hairstyles, for the whole week and everything and stuff like that, and also, get some Section 8 from the homeless from the homeless people, and stuff like that, and yeah, it's the same thing. Stimulus checks. Make what I'm saying, get the people off of the bridge, like Takesha here, out of the bridge. Yeah, that's all.
I would like to. Can I speak, if I may?
Go ahead. Before you do, though, can we refrain from calling each other names? Miss Rogers, Miss Queen, thank you. Go ahead.
I ain't calling nobody on names, but okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Queen, I would like to let you know, just a simple reminder, your titty is out. But
Why are you looking?
within the first 30 days, one thing that I definitely plan to do is definitely open up a church where we can probably get, the community together. And I would definitely say give out food, free food. That take a very long time to actually, expire. And I feel like that's something that can be done easily. And I think that that's a simple, kind act to show that I'm about what I mean. I think it'll be very effective.
It was already $2, girl. What you mean free?
Alrighty, so we've had a few of our opening questions here. Go ahead, Jade.
I just wanted to answer the question, if you don't mind.
Please.
Okay. So I'm not going to sit up here and promise you to supply you with the food that's packed with preservatives and possibly a danger to your health, nor am I going to promise you a new park or a magical solution to all of these city problems in a month. That's just what a typical politician does to get elected. Instead, I'm going to promise you a reckoning. You see, I want you to judge me on one specific action, the audit. In my first 30 days, I'm going to mandate a comprehensive public financial audit on every single city department, from the LSPD to Pillbox, and of course, the Department of Justice. But most importantly, we will launch a financial review of all city contracts and public servants, especially those who have recently retired into sudden, unexplained wealth.
So you want to dig into unexplained wealth?
Yes.
Okay.
If I may.
Please.
So the question was in regards to a promise that you guys are willing to make within the first 30 days. Twan started off by saying, number one, Twan and Takesha never made a promise. They said they planned, which I found that pretty weird because they never promised anything. But Twan, you stated that you plan to issue out stimmy checks, which is quite concerning considering you ran with the first prompt that you want to tackle taxes. But how on earth do you plan to tackle taxes while also giving out government assistance?
How do I plan on tackling taxes and giving out government assistance?
Yeah, because there is a correlation. If you're trying to bring down the taxes, generally speaking, you don't give out government assistance. Give out some form of government assistance, the taxes actually goes up.
Well, my first 30 days, like I stated, These businesses are not new. The hospital's not new. The DOJ is not new. So there's money already sitting there that could be used for that specific reason, and that's what I plan on putting that money back into the city.
Okay. Thank you. And then Queen, you stated that you're going to do the Section 8 and the stimmies and get people off the bridge. I guess that
You said bridge? I'm sorry, ma'am. You said bridge. What bridge?
I'm pretty sure you said that you were. Anyway, when you did your opening statement, if I remember correctly, your opening statement revolved around helping baby mothers and fathers. So I think that that actually might be a good plan for you. Now, Takesha stated that she had a plan, not a promise, to open up a church, get the community together and give out food stamps through the church. I do think that's actually a pretty good plan. It basically focused around the food assistance. And Jaden, I also think that out of everybody, you actually stated a promise, which was an audit, which was a very savvy way to go about it, because technically it's not doing too much, but at the same time it's doing a lot. But what do you plan to do after you get that audit?
The audit.
Audit?
I'm going to make, yes, audit. Do you know what that word is?
I don't actually.
Okay. Excuse me. After the audit, I'm going to make sure all of the misplaced funds are put in the right positions, and I'm going to allocate that resources to do things such as, and I'm not trying to, bite off of my opponents here, stimulus checks, or even regarding the situation to figure out how to negotiate with the real estate owners and cap the rent to certain prices to where people can actually afford to live and look forward to go home.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm going to pass it off to the moderator.
Thank you again. Great questions, great questions.
Okay, I have a question, and this question goes to all the candidates. I would like to know, how would you describe your personal ideologies, and do you have any affiliations?
Yes, I can definitely go first. As far as ideologies, does this fall under religion as well too? Or
this falls under anything that you would let your supporters to know about you.
Okay. I'm a strong believer that obviously everybody deserves a second chance. So that's something that I live by. I am a Christian woman, and I'm led by Jesus Christ and not Allah. I decided to convert back over to Christianity. And that's all I have to say.
I can piggyback off of that. I agree. Well, I too am a Christian. I also believe in fairness, in integrity. Sorry, hold on.
Oh, you're dying?
In my head. No, I'm in my head. Hold on 1 second. Somebody else can take it 1 second.
Okay, well, I'm not. Yeah, hush. I'm not gonna piggyback off of lies, anything like that. I am God. I am my own God, and yeah, and all to do is stand on me. That's it. Now you go, Jaden.
Thank you, Miss Queen Rogers. I'm going to stick with my opening statement. Right, I'm a conservative at heart. My ideology would be pragmatism. I don't care about these political buzzwords my opponents outside of Queen are spewing at the moment. I don't care about making people feeling warm and fuzzy, and I don't deal in empty promises. I care about what works, what is efficient, and what is true. I view this city as an operation, and right now these citizens are the investors that are being robbed by the board of directors. My ideology is simple: stopping the theft. As for what was the other question? What's my affiliation? What did you mean by that?
So do you have any affiliations with other businesses or anyone is particularly backing you?
Okay. As for that, I'm fiercely independent. My name is on the door of my bar, and I answer only to myself and the people who walk through it. I'm not affiliated with the Department of Justice, the Los Santos Police Department. I don't owe any favors to anybody.
I would like to add on to um, my ideologies as well too. I am also a strong Democrat,
Like
and
the
I am not,
cartoon?
and I
One
am
at a time,
not
please.
affiliated with any cults such as the police department or the sheriff's department.
Okay, I think we should hand it back to the moderator for the next question.
All right, thank you again. So now we're going to turn it up just a little bit here, and my first direct question here is going to be for Miss Queen Rogers.
Hey, what happened?
You are rumored to have support of a lot of the younger women here in the city. What issues affecting our women would you prioritize?
These no shit ass niggas. We need to teach these women. I'm sorry. We need to teach these women how to be independent. Go out, get a job. Don't sell your ass. Don't sell nothing. Go out, get a 9 to 5. If you cannot get 9 to 5, go on Section 8.
May I rebuttal?
Please do.
Um, One of the things that I'm going to be very, very vulnerable with you guys here. One of the things that actually kept me afloat during my hardest times was selling my body. But I no longer do that. But that was my rebuttal regarding Queen.
I think I walked in on the wrong time when people be talking about
Can
selling
I
bodies.
can I ask Keisha something, please? Why is that okay? Why would you do that?
Like I said before, I've been at rock bottom, and that's pretty much. I've been at the rock bottom. I've done just about everything you can name. Once upon a time, I used to eat ass for $50, men and women.
Wow,
Yeah, I think that's a little
certainly a lot.
inappropriate.
Yes, that's certainly a lot.
What kind of question did I come back to?
Oh my god!
Well,
And
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 this
and
is she running
this
for
is
mayor?
I'm
Just so you
expressing
can,
my
yeah.
vulnerability because I want you guys to know that I am honest, and I've been at the very bottom, and I made my way all the
Ow.
way up to the top.
You still not top yet, but shit, go
okay,
ahead.
one at a time, one at a
Your
time, one at a time.
titty is above your shirt.
Now, my next question, my next question is actually for you, Miss Takesha. Some people say that your campaign is built more on personality than policy. What would you respond to that?
That my campaign is built more on, you say, personality
That's correct, than policy.
than policy. Well, like I said before, my story is a part of my campaign, but it's not the whole campaign. My story matters because it shows that I understand what people are against. And I'm running on the beliefs that the city needs more, again, more jobs, better pay, affordable housing, and second chances. And that's the policy. That is purpose. So it's not necessarily about personality. It's more about the policy. Hopefully that makes sense.
It does. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have a question, Elena?
Oh yes, my question goes out to anyone and everyone. How do you feel about the city's transportation options that we currently have? And what will you do to ensure that new residents can get around at a less costly price and without dying?
I can answer that. Because I am a victim of this myself. Recently, I was just a little side note. This does have relevance. Recently, I was on a camping trip where I had to take a taxi, and my taxi driver drove off the mountain, nearly killing me. So, with this, bless you. With this, I'm going to establish having safer alternatives versus possibly illegal residents in Los Santos driving taxis without having a license. I'm going to have bus drivers, and I'm going to revamp the railroad system so that way we have safer alternative methods of travel.
Mm.
May I
One
go?
of the things I
Oh,
plan
sorry.
on, one of the things I plan on doing with transportation, as Mr. Jaden down there stated, I do see that the taxi job might be hiring illegals, and they don't have a driver license. So one of the things I plan on doing is putting or trying to establish is a what is it, a bike system where you rent bikes from Legion Square or some type of public area, or at the airport where you fly in at
Mhm.
a car renting area where you can rent a car for pretty cheap.
May I go?
Please do.
Duh.
It is definitely 2026. So I plan to add more advanced technology to the city, such as maybe putting trolleys in the air, if you get what I'm saying, like a little people mover. Not only do I think that'll be fun, a great view, but also make it affordable as well. And I will definitely have to piggyback off of um, Twan regarding the car rentals. I'm gonna have to disagree with the Legion part of things because we know that Legion is a demon right now. So I wouldn't dare put anything in that area.
Well, I wasn't necessarily saying that area. I was
Mm.
making any type of public park area, but people are familiar with Legion, so I announced that area. But it can be any type of any area where there's a public park or some type of scenery at.
I can agree.
Thank you, candidates. I think it's time for the
Um,
moderator to get back to the
no, it's
next.
not actually. I didn't go. Um, yes. I plan on doing is to, 10 for us to have not a lot of car accident these days because it's a lot of car accidents, crazy drivers, taxi drivers, stuff like that. I feel like if you above 200 pounds, you should be walking. You should be walking. Like get some exercise in. Let's saying we are aiming to be healthier here. So if you are above 200 pounds, you are walking and taking the bus to work. And if you're under 200 pounds and you don't have no transportation or anything like that, then you should be riding a bike or get your ass right back on that damn taxi with the crazy drivers. Thank you. Now you go ahead, ma'am.
That's definitely some policy. My next question that I have here is specifically for you, Mr. Jet. You recently bought a high-end vehicle for a random citizen. Was that generosity or campaign outreach, or is it just political theater?
Well, I start off with saying that that person is not a random citizen. That, as you see, well, he was back there, but he was back there with my son. He's a family friend. He's been having car problems, and we've been trying to come up with some type of solution. It just so happened that day his car broke down with him in the northern part of the county, and he didn't know what was his next move. With me being, I'm not going to say somewhat of a father figure, but somewhat of a figmentation of in his life, I took him to get a car. To me, if you can go to that dealership all day and you can see that that car is not a high priced vehicle. It might have a high price name to it, but it's not a high priced vehicle.
What is high price to you?
With that dealership, 90,000 was not high.
Oh,
Interesting.
That's
So,
that's
so
quite
you
a
you
bit.
you just, you just giving it out. You just giving 90,000. Why did they buy him a Nissan or Camry
it's not even that.
Unfortunately,
or,
we didn't have those options, man. That's why.
or punch buggy? You know.
We should move over to the next prompt.
I don't think a person
Mhm.
who got that much money should be. I don't think that they will understand the mass majority of the city. But okay,
Let's go ahead and focus on our next question here. Our next direct question here is for you, Mr. Rogers.
Yes,
You
sir.
were recently acquitted of manslaughter. Legally,
Oh,
you were cleared politically Why should voters feel comfortable with putting you in charge of their public safety?
He's a criminal.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question again, sir?
If I was talking about people,
You were recently acquitted of manslaughter. Legally, you were cleared. Politically, why should voters
Hmm.
feel comfortable putting you in charge of public safety?
That's a fair question indeed. First and foremost, I do want to say a tragic incident did occur that day. It was fully investigated by the authorities, and I was completely exonerated by a court of law, by a jury of my peers. The justice system worked exactly as it was supposed to. Using a resolved legal tragedy for cheap political points tonight is not what's going to happen. I'm here to talk about the future of this city, not to open closed wounds and closed cases because my opponents have no actual policies. I can guarantee this: when it comes to the safety of my citizens, I'm going to be the type of person to step in front of a bullet for you.
Liar.
I have a question. This is a very good question. So,
Mhm.
brought to my attention, I never knew this. We have a candidate on the stand who, not in my own words, but from people from Los Santos that stated that we have a killer on the stands. Mike,
agree with that.
Let's say
excuse me, I
I'm
had a
sorry?
throat.
Give her a moment to regather.
okay.
Give her a moment to regather. Just
Okay.
a moment.
So, if you're willing to take the life of someone, not just once, it's my understanding this may have happened twice. Does this mean that underneath your authority that we could see more potential killings and it going not even unsolved, but it being protected?
Yes.
Um, I'm sorry. Who said that?
I'm sorry.
Okay. I just want to ask you a question before I answer your question. Outside of the case that I was found not guilty for, which one are you referring to?
Well, again, this just came from the birdies of the birds. So I'm not sure which case, but it's my. Oh, so it is two cases where you have been potentially on the stand pertaining to murking people.
Okay, I see. Well, in that case, I'm not going to entertain the hearsay of people that's on social media because, as we all know, everything online is not real. But let's
I
be
thought it
very
was
clear
real because
about,
he went to court for it,
excuse me,
though.
excuse,
I'm sorry.
excuse me. But let's be very clear about what we're discussing. We're discussing about a tragic event that was fully litigated by a court of law. As for authority, the only thing that happened under my authority was my own survival. I was a citizen who was violently attacked. I didn't have a badge. I didn't have a police escort, and I didn't have the DOJ protecting me like some people on this stage. I had to defend myself because the people in power failed to keep the streets safe. You ask if it will happen again? If you keep the same people in power, the ones who allow violent crime to flourish while they're busy buying penthouses, then yes, citizens will continue to be forced to defend themselves. So I'm running so that no one else has to be in that position that I was in. I'm running to bring safety so that the current establishment has failed to provide. That is all.
A very nice enthusiasm. I really appreciate it. I really wish you would have ran off of protection from the very beginning. How enthusiastic you seem. Moderator, back to you.
My next question here is for Queen Rogers again. There are
Mhm.
rumors revolving around child protective services in your background. Without violating anyone's privacy, what can voters say about your question of judgment?
I mean, I don't know why Child Protective Service came in. I feel like they were very jealous because my son drives a expensive car, most more than everybody in this room, and he have a good life, like somebody on the stands right now. So I feel like that was more off of jealousy. They did that.
The government targeted you specifically because of your son driving a very expensive car, is what you're saying.
Right. Yes. Because they can't afford to have one. So they see a 16-year-old drive a expensive car, they are jealous. So they aiming for me. Next question.
I have a question to Mr. Rogers. I have received information that you may have other um, pending allegations against you. Would you like to talk about that?
Um, can you can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you state which situations that you are referring to so I can answer it properly?
You got that many?
I'm
To my
simply
knowledge, no.
asking, do you have any that you want to talk about?
Outside of an instance where I was viciously attacked and stabbed in my back after a brawl where I was defending myself and my wife, I have no comments.
A lot of violence in his life, huh? See?
Where's your son?
Moderator?
So back. So my next question. Excuse me. I need a
Take your
cough
time.
drop.
I do have a question for Mr. Rogers. Since you're acquitted, what have you done to regain the public's trust?
I'm sorry, can you say it again? A few of the words got mushed.
Since you're acquitted of court, what have you done to regain public trust?
I'm sorry, what is that one? It's just this one word. I'm so sorry.
Public
I'm
trust.
not.
What have you done to regain public trust?
He's a criminal and can't hear. It's crazy.
Grenades.
Right.
Too many
All right.
gunshots.
This is a critical moment. I'm not going to apologize. Trust isn't something that you can't win with the PR campaign by handing out turkeys or buying cars.
Turkeys.
Yes. My redemption is the fact that I'm a man of my word. I stand on every single sentence that I end. When my business is threatened, I defend it. When my employees are at risk, I protect them. I'm showing more commitment to the stability of this city as a private citizen than most people have on this stage.
You did what?
So, you seem to deflect pretty often, Mr. Rogers. Is this what you want the people to see about you?
I'm not doing this on purpose. Can you say
I
that
think
sentence one more time?
just not to be rude or anything, but it feels like that Mr. Rogers is sort of being attacked. I think it's clear that Mr. Rogers have done some unforgivable things, although he may have been, not found guilty. He's still murked and still considered a murker. But I think that we should get back to the moderator's question.
So the moderator is speaking, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is the moderator that's asking the
Oh,
questions.
I'm so sorry. I thought we had one moderator. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Be more careful there, man.
Yes, I apologize.
You know.
Let's keep it simple.
But she asked you, why do you like to deflect so much? That was the question.
Was it referring to me?
Anybody else deflected?
Yes.
Not once have I been on a stage have I ever deflected. All I've said was the truth and the facts. And as long as you keep asking questions, that's exactly what it's going to be.
So let me try a different question. How have you contributed to the community besides your business?
Oh, that's a great question. Now, unlike my competitors, I don't like to, publish my good doings on Twitter. So there has been many instances where I've solved conflicts with multiple people because let's be honest, there are a lot of emotional people in this city. They carry bats, they carry knives, and then sometimes they just like to go at it. But me being a man and being not only a youth advocate,
A boy.
but I'm sorry. I'm not going to keep doing this. Can we please be respectful? Thank you. As I was saying, there have been a majority of conflicts that have ended that could have been ended with deadly violence. There's also have been incidents where I've given people quote unquote loans that I never asked for money back. It's just if they decide to pay it back, that's just a gift for me. When it comes to helping these citizens, or should I say family, I don't have to publicize this. If they want to come up and tell you, hey, Jaden did this for me, cool. But at the end of the day, I'm not doing this for Twitter or Birdie. I'm doing this for them.
Can I rebut off of that? Because at this point,
Yes,
I think
please.
you like the target, and I'm gonna just bring me out of this, okay? So why are you over there making your movie and this youth advocate stuff that you keep bringing up? We have a lot of youth out here in this audience, and I have never seen you with them. Maybe one of the reasons that you don't publicize your stuff, maybe because it's not legal. So let's just stick to the program you won't respect, and stop not giving it.
Or maybe it's because you were sitting behind a police car texting your side piece.
Oh,
All right,
No,
all right,
no,
guys.
I don't
All
do
right,
that.
all right, all right.
I didn't know he pulled bitches. I didn't know that.
Whoa. Let's
Pulled your mama.
let's
You had relationships with my mother?
let's stay on track, guys. Let's stay on track.
I raised you too.
I mean, see
Next.
anything. You pull that, then you're not putting nothing. I'm sorry. But go ahead.
Let's stay on-
Your titty out.
This question here is for Mr. Jet. If your brother's department was accused of misconduct, would you support an independent investigation? Yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to ask a follow-up question as well. Now, with you coming from a police background, are you willing to lose the police support if that means you have to hold them accountable for some of their actions?
Am I willing to lose their support?
Yes, when it comes to holding them accountable to their actions.
Yes, of course. I'm not sitting up here for anybody's support. I'm sitting up here for the city.
Support. So you are sitting up here for someone's support.
I'm
He
sitting
put up here for
to
a
help.
check, actually.
No, I'm sitting up here to help the city. Whether the city supports me or not, I'm still going to do what's fair and what's right to them. So I'm not sitting up here for support.
That's fair. I can respect that.
I have a question for Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Queen, what is one negative proclivity that you have that you believe will
Gotta fix that
hold you
word.
back? What is one negative proclivity that you have that you believe will hold you back from doing your job?
I'm a bad bitch, and everybody's jealous of it.
I'm sorry.
You heard me, ma'am. That I'm a bad bitch, and everybody will be jealous of me of it.
Thank you.
I'm kind of struggling to comprehend that answer, but I thank you for giving it. My next question here is for Miss Keisha Rogers.
Yes.
Which candidate on stage would be the biggest risk to Los Santos' safety if elected?
Queen Rogers, her titty is out.
Ma'am, you must
I second that.
you must like it. 'Cause you just keep on talking about my titties. I know it's sitting up right. I got a gun at the bird. Do you want my doctor or something? Like what's going on?
Absolutely not. I just think that that's extremely inappropriate to be sitting here on a podium with your body parts.
And I feel like sitting here with a bonnet on is inappropriate too. We see we complain about it now.
Bring it
You
back.
This
Bring it back.
bonnet I wear with
Bring it back.
you could have asked why I have the bonnet on my head.
First impression is the first impression, ho. Cool.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's bring it back.
Jesus.
Okay, I have a question for Mrs. Rogers.
Yes.
Which one is two misses?
Just one. You
I'm
was
sorry,
never married.
Takesha Rogers.
You're an animal.
Okay, people say that your campaign is built more on personality than policy. What do you say to that?
I've already answered that question a little bit earlier. Would you like me to repeat it? I wouldn't mind repeating.
Well, I guess another question. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So some people outside of your circle seem to misunderstand you. Some dislike you. What do you think about that?
Repeat the question one more time. I'm sorry.
So the word is that people outside of your circle reportedly dislike you
Oh yeah.
and don't trust you. How do you feel about that?
I don't feel any type of way because the only thing I can do is just show up and again continue to be honest and deliver results. I'm not here to prove myself to people that don't want to see any change or that don't want to see me succeed. I'm still gonna do, which is gonna affect everybody positively, whether you like me or not.
That's a respectable answer.
So,
And what do you say to allegations that you have a really bad temper?
I had a very bad temper, but I've been in therapy for quite some time, and I've actually turned over a new leaf. Um, and that's pretty much it. I can admit to being a hothead in the past, but that's not me anymore.
We're like
Had
that
it
blowing in the
anymore is
wind.
crazy.
I'm sorry. What was that, Mr. Jet?
I said more like that leaf is blowing in the wind. You never know what you're gonna get.
That leaf is not blowing in the wind, Mr. Jet.
I have a question for
So
all.
if your temper... go ahead.
Oh, you can proceed.
I was gonna ask Miss Keisha one more question. If your temper resulted in an incident while you were mayor, will you be willing to resign?
Definitely. One thing for certain is I wouldn't be on stand for, killing someone. Temper isn't that bad.
Yeah.
But yes, I would not mind to resign.
I have a question for all of the candidates, and I'd like a very brief answer. It's in regards to your personal lives, but at the same time, it still has to do with politics. Keisha is running on affordable housing, and I'm wondering, how could you get people into housing if you're staying with your daughter?
Was that question for me?
Yes, it's my understanding that you live with your daughter, and you're running on housing. So I'm just wondering, how could you get people into a better housing situation?
Oh, of course. Well, me staying with my daughter is a choice. She's struggling with bills because her current boyfriend cannot do the job that, he should be doing as a man. So I'm just there to help. I'm
Thank you.
sorry that, things look the way that it looks from the...
Look, this person asked for $20 yesterday, but hey.
From the outside in.
I just needed a quick answer. Moving to Queen.
Yes. I have a house on my own. You don't need to ask me that question, but yes.
No, that's actually not what I was going to ask you.
Okay.
Apparently, you've been wearing the same clothes for weeks.
I'm sorry?
Is that what that is?
You've been wearing the same clothes for weeks. How do you plan to help people if you can't change your clothes?
Ma'am. I choose to wear that because that's my favorite outfit. I'm not like you, just dirty and musty and fishy,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Queen. Moving over to Jaden, it's my understanding that you have a very out of control daughter who talks to you very disrespectful. How do you plan to run the city if you can't control your own daughter?
Um, I don't want to make light out of this situation. First and foremost, my daughter is 18 years old, which means she's an legal adult. I can't, as much as she's my little girl, I can't tell her what to do. And secondly, I've been keeping this a secret,
He's
but my
gay.
daughter has
We've been to that, mom. We've been to that.
my daughter has autism, and she can't control the things she says because it's just a neurological issue with her. So
Thank
I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm getting her treatment.
Thank you. And Twan, I believe you're the last candidate. Now, you stated that you had purchased someone a vehicle who's not a random, but some way, somehow, probably not kin. How on earth do you believe that you're going to be able to relate to the citizens if you think that a $92,000 car is affordable?
Well, it's affordable to me because I was able to pay for it. That doesn't have anything or reflect towards anything toward the citizens.
Thank you. Back to the moderators.
Before I release turn the floor over to some of our citizens' questions here. My next question for you, Mr. Jet, is: are you willing to release your tax returns if asked?
What do you can you what do you mean by that?
That was a simple question.
Well, you mentioned that the cost
Yeah, but
of that expensive vehicle was relatively small to you, or you was able to afford it very easily. If asked, would you be willing to release your your tax returns to the city so we're able to see where this abundance of wealth is coming from?
Sure.
Fantastic.
He's getting.
It's all there. I mean, but we talk about wealth here, but we're not talking about how I got it. See, what my candidate to my far left don't understand is I got investors. So I didn't pay for my penthouse per se by myself. It was I had investors that helped me with that. If that's what you're
Are those
referring to.
are those investors are those investors the mechanic shop and security firm that you privately own that's not on paper?
No, not at all.
Okay.
And if we want to go that far, then yours is not on paper as well.
Oh,
Well,
But as I
Right.
said,
So
but
in
we're
other
not
words,
talking
not
about the people. Well, let me continue. Or the overtime that I put in to make sure that I can get at least more
Mhm.
than half on my own. But I do have investors that help me with my property. Unlike other
Yeah.
people, when they freshly get in and they got magically come up with $500,000 and get a bar their first day, or people that has a penthouse, they got 27 Mercedes and a son that drives Teslas. So,
Well, to answer your question, it was a loan that's verified by the DOJ, and I just want to know: are your investors just as sassy as you are?
well, they're probably as sassy as you, but
well,
like I was stated, that is how I came up with mine. You might want to ask the murderer how he came up with his,
oh, and another thing, sir. Don't
or the
bring up my
person that.
sons.
Okay, or
That's
you can
another thing
ask them.
too.
I
Be
mean,
just slap.
all right.
But
So
go
we want
ahead.
to bring it back. We want to bring it back for one more time before I want to get to the public as soon as I can here. But before I do want to ask one more follow up question here. Mr. Jet, you mentioned that you had investors, right?
yes.
And with you becoming mayor, would those investors have any type of political sway over your decision making
No, this was before the campaign.
before the campaign?
They have nothing to do with this campaign.
Okay, okay. Thank you again for that answer, Mr. Jet here. Now, what I would like to do is I would like to turn our questioning over to some of our citizens. Do any of our citizens have any questions that they would like to ask our panel here, our candidates?
Okay, let's bring them up. Start from the top. You guys can raise your hands, by the way.
Any questions? Any questions?
Yep. Uh, Taylon Jackson.
Okay, hello everybody.
Hello,
Hey.
Mr. Jackson.
Hello. I was trying to see what's or for what we previously heard, what's one thing y'all like about each other's policy and why?
It's a great
I
question.
can. Okay.
Um, Honestly, referring referring to everyone who mentioned housing, I can stand by everybody. I 100% agree at the fact that everyone can recognize that definitely needs to be tackled. Another policy that I like was from Twine regarding the car rentals, just for everybody to be able to have access to and it's being affordable.
I say with me, I like the housing one too, and all the other things was bullshit. They are lying.
I want to say I'm agreeing with both of my candidates here. I feel like everyone is on the same page on addressing the issues of the city. We just have some more than others. You know, some people got some other stuff going on, like Queen, but we
Sorry.
all are addressing the exact same issues, but we just don't agree on how we're going to do it.
And I second what Jaden said.
It's good to see the panels in agreement. Any other questions?
No, that's all for now.
All right, thank you, thank you, thank you for questions.
Mhm.
Anyone else? They don't bite.
I think Stephen McGurry has his hand up.
Takesha do
He
bite,
does.
but okay.
Okay, just there we go. I need you
Your
to
mama
lead a
do.
panel, Tay, if you haven't. Okay.
Alrighty. Good evening, candidates. Got a quick question for y'all. So, as the sitting district attorney, I work closely with the realities behind our crime rates every single day. What specific and actionable strategies would your administrations implement to reduce crime? And how would you all coordinate with the district attorney's office to ensure these efforts are both effective and just?
Okay, I would like to. Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, Twan.
No, you got it. Go ahead. I took the last one. Go ahead.
Okay, again, to speak on the government assistance thing, I feel like if people have more, like easier access to just survival, that they wouldn't have to turn to the streets and turn to crime. Another thing that I think is very important is, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that because I just kind of lost train of thought. But yes, my government assistance program, I think that will help tackle and lower the crime for sure. I'm not gonna speak much about the police department or the sheriff's department side of things. I feel like I should speak on something regarding EMS. That's neither here or there, but that'll be all. That'll be all.
I agree with
Housing.
Mr. Keisha about the housing part of things, but I also plan to start giving out grants. This way, it'll give our necessary departments more money to be able to put out necessary equipment such as speed cameras or cameras around public areas, so that the police are able to watch over the city, as well as the EMS, as Keisha stated, give grants to the EMS so they can be able to afford working ambulance, so we can stop watching or having citizens think that they can speed through the city simply because they have somebody injured in their vehicle. If we can put more ambulances on the street, then that can deviate from that as well. Especially with the DOJ, one thing that I am already in process and working on, whether I get the mayor position or not, I would even go to the elected mayor and talk to them about some of these things, is new laws. I'm already working on new laws to be implemented and shared with the public. That way we can stop having guesstimated times or guesstimated prices of jail time or fines. The city will be able to see for themselves in some part of the emails what it is that they will be facing before they even get to the reality of it.
That's a respectable answer. I love that. I just want to go back to my previous answer. Again, I feel like all of the People that are up here pretty much have the same thing when it same thing and same ideas. We just want to execute it differently. Let's be honest. As you clearly can tell, I'm not backed by the DOJ or PD, so I'm not going to act like I'm their best friend. I'm going to stand on what I've been standing on and come at this at a independent auditor's perspective, right? So I'm going to work. I'm not going to work with the DOJ as a partner. I'm going to work with them as a client. I'm going to first create distance between professional distance, so that way I can provide the funding that they need. Again, it's all about the money. We don't need more cops sitting on corners. All right. People are very well, I'm not going to say everyone, but people, when it comes to interacting with the police, in my professional opinion, I believe that they handled themselves accordingly. There may be a few tongue lashings, but that's besides the point. We need better intelligence. We need to fund white collar crime units within the DOJ to follow the money, because street crime is not just a symptom, it's a disease. So if we follow the money, we stop the crime.
So, Mr. Rogers, I apologize. I just want to interject here quickly. So, what I'm understanding here is that you would rather fund, instead of providing funding for more patrol officers to keep the streets safe, you would rather fund a white-collar crime unit to go after the select few. I'll be honest with you. I haven't had a single case come across my desk, or that I've seen in the past, in regards to white-collar crimes. Now, I'm not saying those haven't occurred necessarily, but they're not as common as drug offenses, traffic offenses. I'm sure you're familiar with, plenty of others, to be completely honest here. But
I do.
You've seen it too. Everybody sitting up here has seen and witnessed all the crimes that we're currently dealing with, right? And so, is a white-collar crime unit really, really a proper use of funds here?
Absolutely. You answered my question. You don't know how often this is happening. This could happen every single second, and you wouldn't know. The white collar crime is not only it's not physical. It's emotional and it's financial, because it's taking from the people. And if people don't have the money because there are people siphoning money from them, they're going to go to alternative means to make ends meet.
Can I add to my my answer?
No. Anywho, it's my turn. I feel like, me personally, it's not enough examples out here. I feel like, look at you, you're not eating, but you see me complaining, no. But anywho, that's why I was saying, probably really interrupted by an animal. Yeah, it's not enough examples out here. So I feel like once we have examples out, the crime will be low. Such as, if you go around killing people, stealing stuff, get it at the death chair. And I bet you it'll be no more stealing or no more killing, because they will die also.
This is why her son got taken away.
And this is why you're musty and funky and pissy. And this is why you're gay too. Where your husband at, Jaden?
Let's stay on task if we can.
I wonder where his husband at. Jaden, where your husband at? He's supposed to be here. Yeah. Where
I can ask you the same thing.
Oh. We had to start at both things, but
Wait,
hey, it's
you
no
don't
answer.
have one. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Stephen, was that all?
Yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Stephen.
Did you want to go ahead and continue, Queen? Were you done with your statement?
Oh yeah, I was done. The two animals can have it.
Takesha, did you have anything that you want to rebuttal?
I definitely wanted to add to that. Violence or just crime as a whole is just, a lot of times it's due to lack of resources, but another thing it could be is lack of education. Queen would know. So definitely probably create more programs to spread knowledge and education for people to be able to move a lot more better, and instead of moving out of ignorance. But that's it. That's all.
Any other questions?
Oh,
From, go ahead.
can I rebut off of that one?
Please do.
You know,
Please do.
so we have this youth advocate up here that spends so much time with the youth, um, but don't ask or know what they need to, to stay out of trouble or stop hitting people with bats and knives and gun or shooting people with guns. But I've have actually talked to the youth, and one of the things that most of them want is education, um, is to go to school or to go to college. So that's another thing that I'm looking into, in I can't say the near future because it's a big step, but it's the opening up the college doors so they can actually further their education and get these jobs that require some type of education.
All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Do we have any other questions from around town, from our civilians?
Yes, I have a question.
All right. All right.
First off, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, here's a what if scenario. Not exactly a what if, it's actually already happened. Actually, Miss Queen Rogers, you witnessed this with me firsthand earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Public intoxication. So, before this even started, me and Queen witnessed two drunk drivers trying to drive into PD. And prior to that, yesterday, I also witnessed three more drivers trying to drive off of the bridge, and even a bus driver was trying to drive off of the bridge. So I just wanted to get an idea of what kind of choice of actions you all would take regarding this if you were in office.
Deaf
Queen, would
chair.
you like to go first?
Yes, deaf chair.
So who?
If you can't act right, you're dying.
One of the course of actions that I would take is to speak with government officials about lowering um, the movement of said traffic issues.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were
No, that was it. I'm
still
sorry.
going. Okay. I'm gonna speak as a bar owner. I feel like I'm an expert in this. I know how to prevent it before it hits the sidewalk. I can't stop everybody from going to the local liquor store and grabbing a case of whiskey and then just chugging it and then decided to play Mario Kart within the city limits.
Understandable.
But as of right now, the city has a problem, especially with its locals. I feel like the citizens are being targeted more than locals, and the locals in multiple cases endangered these people. So we're not going to spend any tax money towards this, but we're going to look at the root. People are drinking because they're stressed, because they're underpaid, and because there's a system rigged against them.
Well, they can't get drunk at your bar anyway. Your beer costs $200.
We need to fix the city's morale, and these little cute jabs that you are throwing at all of us, it's not helping. But that's the end of my question.
You
Thank
throw them
you.
at me.
I mean, you're doing them a lot too, but hey.
Hey, that's why I'm throwing them back at them.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. We're doing great so far. We're doing great so far. Do you have any? Did you have any other questions, sir?
Nope, that was it. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions here from our citizens?
Miss Basin is here.
Okay, Mrs. Basin.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm a little late, so I don't know if anyone asked this, but I doubt it. So, as DOJ, Department of Justice, we are normally used to helping PD make the laws. We see there's a lot of laws that are missing for the community. Does the mayor feel that the new pending mayor, do they feel like it's their job to make the law, or they're going to leave it in the hands of DOJ and PD?
I would like to answer that first. I want to say yes and no at the same time. I feel like as professionals, the DOJ and PD, they can come up with great solutions, but I also feel like outside of myself, this needs to be filtered through the actual citizens, and to get their feedback, because they're the ones that are going to have to really, it's really going to affect them. So that's where I stand on that.
Um, to add my 2 cents in, how I would come about is kind of allow DOJ and the police department or the sheriff's department, I'm sorry, to come up into an agreement. And if they need any assistance, that's when me as mayor would step into play.
I'm kind of with Jaden. It's a yes and no answer to me with me, and reason being is we've had DOJ here for a little bit now, and there hasn't been any laws publicly made. So with the pending mayor, I would say that at some point there would may have to be a reason where they might have to step in to publish those laws.
Anyone else?
I say with me, take a little bit off the out the building, please, and everything be fixed just like that. He fucked up everything.
Who?
Well, he's
Rebel.
now a judge. Now he's no longer DA.
Oh, it'll be worse. It'll be worse. Yeah. So my thing is here. When I do become mayor, you'll take Little Bill out and put him right back in the cartoon where he belongs, and yeah, and everything will be all nice and dandy.
Well, the new DA is actually worse than Trey. So
I don't give a fuck. I just want Little Bill out.
okay,
That's it.
that was my question. That was my question.
Mm-hmm.
I see that Wolf, Sheriff Wolf.
Sheriff Wolf.
Yes.
Greetings, everybody. Yes, I'm Sheriff Wolf. I got a couple questions. The first one that I want to ask is for everybody on the panel. We've had a series of questions being asked here, but the one of the questions I want to ask is very simple to the position that you're getting ready to step into. What do you feel, or how do you feel, or basically, what are your opinions on the duties of being the mayor are?
I feel like you gotta, dress up, be cute, get your hair done, edges laid and everything, and make that money. Get a check. Thank you.
I feel like the duties as mayor is to help bring balance to the economy and make sure everyone has a fighting chance. Are you asking what I do specifically as mayor?
No, just more so like, what do you feel, or like, what is your understanding of the role that you're stepping into? Like what do you understand about the role of being a mayor?
To pretty much just bring more balance, more flow within the economy and the people. It's nothing more than that.
To answer your question on my end, stepping into this role as mayor, not only am I'm sacrificing my private life, but I'm also sacrificing everything, because as mayor, the city comes first before your personal feelings, and in some circumstances, your family life. Right? You are responsible for millions of citizens, and they need you to be on your A game every single day. As mayor, you can't have a bad day, because on that bad day, that affects not only yourself, but millions of others. And quite frankly, if this city falls for any reason, it might even affect the world.
Well, you have bad days almost every day, so you don't need to be mayor. It's crazy.
I agree with both Takesha and Roger, Takesha Rogers and Jaden Rogers. I agree with Takesha on being in control of, not only just the city, but the economy of the city. Being in charge of some of the most powerful jobs in the city, government jobs in the city, controlling taxes and businesses of such. And as like Jaden said, this job does come. I mean, you do have to put the people before this job. That's the whole purpose of of the position.
Next question I have. I know there's been a lot of talk about different things that you all each are planning or strategizing to bring to the city. And with those things, we all understand that money is involved with those. So how do you each plan to balance the city's budget without cutting essential services?
Well,
Um,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Your husband want to hear you
Okay.
anyways. Go ahead.
I'm 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 gonna be frank and let's be honest. I don't know what the books looks like, but I want to be honest. In my personal opinion, I don't think the books look well for the actual city's budget. And in a perfect world, I wouldn't cut anything. But if we're being realistic, something has to go. Now, I'm not saying cut anything essential, but in order to make progress, you have to leave some stuff behind. And I'm not saying that it could come back. It's going to stay gone forever. It could definitely come back in the future. But when it comes to finances, it's not a matter of emotion. It's a matter of logic and mathematical sense. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't be in the position that we are in now.
What was the question again, Cheryl?
How would you, or how do you plan to balance the city's budget without cutting essential services?
I agree with. Well, I agree with two things Jaden stated. I agree with his answer that he just gave, and I also agree with something that he stated previous about audits. Uh, we're going to have to go into some of these businesses and see, like he stated, what's needed and what's not. Uh, some things, like he said, some things will have to get cut. Not saying that they will. That's the finalized dealing of that, but we have to start somewhere.
Well, I feel like we should, send Ben all the once and keep all the names. So which it yes, let me talk. Which is Ben the bar. We don't need bar. We don't need liquor. We don't need people out here getting drunk in public and driving. I feel like that is it's gonna impact in a societally fun stuff. So yeah, I feel like you should take all the ones, which is the bar, the sex parties, the sex stores, what else, and all stuff like that. Don't need. So yeah.
As a side note, Queen, I do want to say that banning bars or alcohol, we've been down this road before. If you're not aware of history, the only thing that it's going to do in the long run is cause more destruction and possible death.
Drinking is causing
yes.
death too because people are drinking and driving, and not only that,
Okay.
drinking is bad. And drinking is bad for your
time.
health. It's bad for your health.
So are cigarettes, but you're not saying ban all cigarettes. And my competitor here, Twan, can also speak on this as well. When it comes to bars, people don't go there just to drink. It's just, in a sense, it's a form of therapy, right? But some more than others do abuse it, just like how they abuse cigarettes or prescription medication. Just saying ban all of this, that's like saying ban guns, ban wigs, ban um, ban salons that don't know how to do hair.
I can say yeah. I do agree with Jaden with that. It's not the bar that makes the person.
Well, of
act
course,
out of
because you,
character.
you you be in there. Of course, you gonna agree with him. Of course, because you be in there most of the time.
No, I don't
But
be in
any
there most of the time.
Let the
I
you
people
do
do.
own a bar and restaurant, but I like like I stated, it's not the bar because most bars are supposed to have a guideline that has a limit, or the bartender is supposed to be trained well enough to know when that person is getting close to their limit, so they don't go out and do those certain things because they know that it potentially may fall back on the bar if the right person makes a lawsuit. So I do
Well,
agree
let me
with Jaden on that.
let me ask you this. What good do liquor do for you?
The thing
Name
good that your
three.
hair salon do for this city.
Oh, so my hair salon do is, what I'm saying, let girls make
Does
money, what
nothing.
I'm saying?
Well, that's all I
Anywho,
see is an empty building, but
and
Okay,
we'll
anywho,
we got one more
we'll
clarification.
rectify that.
anyhow, yeah.
One at a
So
time, guys.
yeah, it make people feel good. It make people look good. It make people have money. Yeah, it do a lot.
Is that where you
It
put your
do a
wig on
lot.
that?
Yeah, I do my own hair. Why you want one? I can be wearing
No,
wigs too.
no,
All
thank
right.
you.
You need it,
So, will
like
there
Rick
be
Ross.
will there be any other questions from our citizens, or did you have any further questions, Officer Wolf, Chief Wolf?
I think he left already. The sheriff.
Oh,
He's right there.
Somebody. Okay, there he is.
Good evening, good evening. My name is Dakari Sebastian Basin from the Law Office of Basins and Associates. I have two questions to ask.
yeah.
Let me get my notes here.
Ooh, excuse me.
All the candidates
Oh,
spoke about changes. I have a simple question, which is what exactly is broken in the city as of right now, and who is responsible of these actions?
what's broken in the city right now? I feel like everything that's broken in the city right now definitely falls back on the government, which is why, we're here running for mayor.
I agree with that answer.
Yeah. I want to say, um, one of my main points is housing and the cost of living, and again, not just to point fingers at one single entity, but the government, which is also why we're here. The government has failed the people in that sense, and now it's trying to make up for that by electing a um, deplorable mayor.
I would say it's people like Takesha and why we in this place like this.
Fix your titty.
Girl, fix your open lip and go change
Okay,
your
my
diaper.
next question is obviously you guys are all pretty much have your supporters. Who are your biggest donors as for your campaign, and what are they expecting in return?
I can speak first. I don't have any donors. I mentioned that earlier. I'm not backed by anyone. The way I'm funding my campaign is profit, a little bit of profits from my bar, my personal bank account, and I do have a crypto wallet. That's how I'm funding my campaign.
Um, I don't have a donor either. I'm a boss bitch. I make my own money and I
Eater.
go there niggas. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I go there niggas. So yeah.
As far as how I'm running my campaign, um, the laundromat business that I saved up for, I decided to put that on hold to be able to run for mayor.
My answer is kind of similar to Jaden. I don't have any donors. I, pretty much my money is coming from the sheriff's office at this point, and
Sheriff's
I do
office.
have a
That could be a
crypto.
donor.
Crypto. Well, my
Hey,
paycheck from the sheriff's office.
Oh, okay. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I have two more questions. Both of them are for public safety. Do you believe that the current police leadership is doing a good job? Yes or no?
no,
And if
Absolutely
so, why
not.
not?
Absolutely.
no.
Absolutely. I think we all agree, besides Queen. Absolutely. They're doing an
Bitch,
amazing
I
job.
didn't say no.
I
What's
disagree.
that?
He said
Let's stay
that
together, guys.
I
Queen
agree.
Bird
They're doing a
brain.
job. They're doing a great job with the manpower that they have.
I to speak on PD, I think that they're doing too much of a good job, if that makes sense. I know that might sound a little bit weird, like how could you be doing too much of a good job? But I think they just need to lay off a little bit, just a tiny bit.
Of course
Well,
you say that
again,
because you be in trouble almost every day. So of course you say that.
Oh no, I've been in
No.
situations that just did not make any type of sense, and I'm pretty sure again the people can agree too because I go through what others go through.
I also go through it as
Mhm.
well, being both on the
Nobody
on the
asked you.
podium, on the podium, and being a witness to people's trials. Um, if you don't want PD to mess with you, don't give them a reason to.
I agree with that 100%.
Even though I'm a part of the sheriff's department, I have been stopped a few times, so
He's lying.
I am not lying. If Wade's in here, he can tell you he just pulled me over about 3 days ago. So
I've seen a picture on Birdie of a police officer putting a boot on another police officer's car.
Okay, my last public safety question is: if crime rises under your leadership, at what point do you admit that your policy failed?
When the death sheriff
As
start
soon as,
working.
as soon as it happens, I like to say, don't judge me by my winners, judge me by my losers, because I have so few of them. You have to be accountable whether you're in this position or not. Accountability is everything. If you're not accountable, you can't be disciplined. And if you can't be disciplined, you can't be accountable. So if you failed, just man up, or in some of my competitors' case, woman up and admit it. And then let the city choose who's best for them, because clearly you weren't that one.
For me to speak on that, I feel like if my policy were to fail, I would try and come about a different way before actually giving up. And yeah, at what point will I say that it failed? When my original route, as I should say, just completely went downhill. I'll definitely try again to come about a different way. And if that fails, then I'll admit to it. I'll own up to it and do what I have to do.
So the question was about crime rate, right?
Pretty much, it was about crime rate, public safety for the city.
Okay, so nobody answered that. So, essentially, the crime rate doesn't fall under the mayor; it will fall under the sheriff over there. And of course, I would always, go to him and look at his numbers and see if they're decreasing or increasing. And at that point, if they're increasing, then at that point, I would step in to see what I can do better, or who I need to replace.
I just want to point out, all of our competitors did answer that question.
My last question for all the candidates.
Damn.
There are currently 2 men and 2 women. The $1 million question the voters wants to know. What is your opponent's avoiding telling voters?
The truth.
You be more
That
specific?
Jaden, that Jaden is a criminal and he a weirdo. Takesha is a poor girl. Takesha is a poor girl, lives under the bridge and cannot afford this. And this police officer playing like he this God himself, and he's not that at all. See, I
How am
give
playing
y'all
God?
hush.
When
I give y'all
you clearly
filter.
stated 20 minutes ago that you're God and you're the only God that you listen to.
And I
That is
am,
true.
and I am.
Okay, so
Problem
how am
with
I
it.
playing? So am I playing you?
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
Like I said, you play like you're God. You this holy angel.
I'm
You're
not.
not.
I'm not God, because anybody in this audience can tell you that I
I
get
said what I
second chances.
said. Hush.
You say a lot of stuff that
I
sounds
said
like
what I
nothing.
said. Hush.
It's clear that
Making
you
up a verdict
change
for
your
both.
clothes.
She
I'm
barely
sorry,
got
Mel.
Can you
clothes. She got on that towel.
I during this whole debacle, I forgot the question. Can you please repeat it again?
The question was, what are the other candidates? Give me 1 second while I'm getting my notes. What is your opponent's avoiding telling voters?
My opponent, which is Jaden Rogers, is avoiding telling opponents that he's actually gay, and he asked his wife to come back to help him win this run. And I think that if you're gonna be, anything, be proud of who you are and be 100% honest. As far as Queen, we don't really need to speak too much on her. And then as far as Twan, honestly, I think he's pretty fair outside of I kind of feel like he's putting on a little persona, just a little bit, because usually he's off in a cut, but yeah, that's I don't know.
Be who you
I'm forced not.
are.
I'm forced not to be off in the cut. Period. I tried, like I in my beginning statement, that I wasn't here to, make marks against people. But one thing I don't stand for is people continuously telling lies. But I don't know neither one of these candidates' personal life, so I don't know what they're hiding.
Are you sure? You're lying. You're lying.
Um,
You're lying.
I need to answer
How
this
am I lying?
question.
You used to date
So
Takesha, right?
Let's
That
go
was
on the date answer.
16
They used
years
to date,
ago.
but you know her personal life though.
Let's
So
go
you say
ahead.
you
I don't
don't
know
know
what she's doing
any
right now.
personal life. So you're lying. You're lying now. That's crazy.
Guys,
Okay.
let's go ahead and get date answer.
I forgot you can't count that far.
And I forgot you're a little slow.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Terry. Um, there have been a lot of ad hominem attacks being thrown specifically towards my way. First and foremost, not that it does matter. I am a straight man. Secondly, regardless if I was, that wouldn't affect my position as mayor. Third, my wife isn't here. In fact, she's actually recovering because she was also a victim being stabbed and drowned. But that's neither here or there. I suspect I respect my opponents to call me private, cautious, a quote unquote murderer, or even weird. I'll gladly be called that. I'm not doing any of this campaign on empty charm. And I'm sorry. I don't even remember the actual question, but I'm just going straight off the heart. I don't manufacture this fake outrage that some of my opponents are doing. I'm a serious man applying for a serious job, and I love this city more than God could ever know. And this city
Right, but you're stopping people. You love
this city is being ran by smiling and possible corrupt politician.
I have one more question just to be thorough, just to get a better understanding of all of the potential candidates I can choose for the mayoral seat. Why should voters take the risk instead? Let me rephrase that. Why would voters take a risk on you instead of choosing stability?
Instead of choosing who?
What? Yeah. What was the last part?
Stability. STAB.
Stability.
Stability. Yes.
Stability.
Well,
Stability.
Well, I feel like that question. I feel like that question isn't. I don't even. I can't think of the word right now. But right now there isn't any stability. So they're taking a risk by not having someone run the city and possibly bring it up to what it should be. I do want to say, as for myself, again, not only have I been there for the people, regardless of my background, my legal issues, I've been there for the people. I don't make it public, and I like to keep it that way because I don't think generosity should be publicized, unless that's your thing. If you want to be a content creator and post things on Birdie, sure. But at the end of the day, there is no stability in the city right now. So the only thing people can do is take a risk. And if it's not on me, if you don't vote for me, I want to say personally, please don't vote for Queen and please don't vote for Takesha.
You say you're not here to throw shots, but you just throw shots. Make it make sense. You're not making no sense.
Your nipple is
Jaden's
out.
answer, like,
And your husband's here.
at the
But
point
hey,
that
you
we're
say
at
no.
right now.
One at a time, guys.
Yeah, at the point that we're at right now, I think they would have to take that risky chance in voting for one of us up here.
Honestly, I feel like I'm giving y'all raw and honestly. And if y'all vote, yeah, that's Keisha. And honestly, yeah, if you vote for these three losers up here, it says that y'all is just like to be lied to.
It says.
None of
Maybe
those
we
were
should go back to
words,
school and
and
learn
Lied
vocabulary.
to.
when we open the college, we'll make sure you get that free.
And can I say something?
Free.
Just
You need
because
you need to go back to 3K.
Get
Last
connected
rebuttal.
for free. Education connection.
This
Go-
is
go-
my
go ahead.
This is my last rebuttal. I think that is extremely unfortunate that the four candidates that we have one that's running on homelessness, but yet she's homeless. We have one that's running on making change, however, she doesn't change her clothes. We have one that's running on taking control, but can't even have control over his daughter. And then we have one that's running on
An adult, by the way.
then we have one that's running on being there for the people, but is out of touch financially. We're fucking doomed.
Man, are you cussing? It's crazy.
May I rebuttal on the out of touch part?
Please do.
I'm asking well, my ex, what she meant by the out of touch part.
Again, a $92,000 vehicle. We have one, the one with the bonnet. She's driving a minivan.
And it's
Barely
not
that. That should be in the impound most of the time.
Like I stated,
What
if
can
you
happen?
knew our dealership, you would know that that car is not that expensive. Dealing with our dealership.
Okay,
I would agree.
May I say my closing statement?
Yes, we can
That's
go
more
ahead,
like
move
driving
on
by
to,
a $20,000 car.
we can go ahead and move on to closing statements. Go ahead, Mr. Keisha Rogers.
At the end of the day, this campaign is not about politics, it's about people. It's about making sure that no one in the city has to feel like they're fighting the system alone. It's about building a future where hard work actually leads to opportunity, where housing within reach, where second chances are real, where our economy works for all of us, not just a few. I've been where many of you are. I've faced the setbacks, the barriers, and the moments we're giving up, and we're going to be pushing forward. I'm not running because it's easy. I'm running because it's necessary. And that's all I have to say. Together, we can turn struggle into solutions. Vote for Keisha Rogers.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Shut up. I feel like you should vote for me because I'm the realest bitch on this motherfucking stand, and all these hoes are motherfucking losers. Especially to Keisha Rogers and Jaden too. And also, if you vote for me, you'll get free hairstyles for a week. Come to Queen Salon. Yay.
How long are that?
Wow. It's Los Santos. Excuse me. That's very unprofessional.
You look professional.
The choice you have in this election is not about who's the friendliest or who has the best lace front wig. And it's definitely not Queen. It's about who's actually telling you the truth. Let me be clear. Tonight, you've seen all of my competitors give their best performances, including Queen. But this debate is not over, and I just want you to go home and ask yourself one simple question. Do you trust the person you're going to vote for with your life?
You take people's life though. It's crazy, but hey.
Sadly, well, it's not even sad, but I like Takesha answer, and many of the points that she made would be some of the points that I would have made in my closing statement. One thing that I can say is I do listen. I do encourage those of the city that are having problems, no matter what it is, to come talk to us as we're all candidates right now, and see what we can do on a one-on-one stage, basically. But like I said, Takesha pretty much took a lot of what I would have said, so I have to stand with her on that.
So, Elena, do you have any questions? Any closing questions? Closing remarks?
Who?
My co-moderator.
Oh.
I'm giving first lady.
Alrighty, here. So, Los Santos, thank you guys for tuning out. Thank you guys for tuning out tonight and enjoying our first mayoral debate here. Excuse me, someone's phone's ringing. Our first mayoral debates here. We've heard promises, we've heard excuses, we've heard speeches, we've heard even Pretty Little Lies, all in well-dressed suits here tonight. Tonight, we've given the people a reason for your vote. Note that this campaign is not just another hustle with cute buttons, but this is the future of our city here. So as you guys go home tonight, just make sure you guys think about who you think will serve your best interests. My name is Terry Truthman, and the vote's on you guys. Thank you again for coming out.
Thank you. Oh, we done here?
We are. Thank you guys again.
Okay. Cookies at home. Catch me outside, bitch. Come on.
I'm sorry. Somebody had a question?
Yeah, when's election day? When do we actually go in and vote?
Where's Queen? I have one more question I would like to ask.
7? Okay. Thank you.
What you got, Mr. Jackson?
Hey, Queen.
It's finally over. Oh my god. It's finally good. That was a good debate up there.
Girl, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Catch me outside. Come on, let's go. Where you going? Ma'am.
You ready? Cool.
Yeah.
I would like to know.
All right, y'all. The event is over. I appreciate y'all for vibing and chilling with us. I'm about to get to this RP because we've been sitting down for a real long time talking, and I'm ready to role play. So if y'all in the city, I'm gonna see y'all there. And I appreciate y'all for stopping by.
Because I'm the real bitch ever, that's why. You should mind your motherfucking business, hoe. Thank you.
Oh my god, I'm happy that's over. Okay, shit. Let's get to the RP.
Sure.
Let's get to the RP.
Go ahead and lead the chat, Destiny.
I got to do the laugh, but yeah. Well, I couldn't answer something quick because I didn't want to mess up my beginning statement saying I wasn't gonna be talking.
Oh man, ignore that. All right, I'm sorry. I was in my head. Oh shit. One more second. Damn it, I'm still in my head. I'm sorry. Just one more time. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's you, Terry.
Yes, ma'am.
So how do you think that it went?
Pretty much as expected. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We had some great questions. We had some good crossfire. So I think that from a news perspective, I have a lot to write about.
If I may ask, who has your vote so far?
Right now, I'm still a little bit on the fence here. I definitely like I definitely like Scary Jaden a little bit, but then I also kind of like you and Twan as well. So I'm kind of on the fence. I'm hoping that I can get a sit down with each of the candidates in the near future before Election Day and have a one-on-one interview, and that's including you too as well, Mrs. Rogers.
Okay.
Give me my money.
What?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's my money.
We're not doing this.
Sorry. Was there?
You about to harass me in a police station?
Yeah, I am. Come on.
You're not getting no money.
Okay.
Sit up there and do no.
Thank you for attending. Thank you for your questions. We do appreciate it.
Of course. I enjoyed it. I can't. Wait. Do you know when the next? Is there another debate, or
We will have.
is it just going straight to election day?
Hey, so I apologize. So he's not gonna be able to do it today, but come back tomorrow. I'll try to get situated.
All right. Thank you.
Um,
Now, what were you saying?
The goal is to possibly, we may not have another debate. The goal is to interview the candidates one-on-one, and then we're going to publish that in the newspaper. If we do another debate, we'll definitely let everybody know.
Gotcha.
Super close. We may save the 2-round debates for the next mayoral cycle.
Okay. Understandable. All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for participating.
It was a pleasure.
Oh my goodness. Sir, this is exactly what they talked about. Sir, no.
There. That is exactly.
No.
Oh God.
He gonna hit you. No, get
That's
get.
exactly my point too. Public intoxication. Look at this.
Sir, please, sir. I think we should vacate the area.
Exactly my point.
Alright, gang. So I guess you guys are probably expecting Jody, huh? But this is my new character, Terry Truthman. Terry is a little bit different. You guys will be seeing him a little bit more often. He's with the news, and he's going to be doing a lot of things as far as like investigative journalism and things like that. So yeah, definitely expect a lot coming from him. I got a lot of stuff that I'm already currently working on regarding like little exposés and things like that. But also one of the things his goals is to kind of get down to the truth and expose a lot of hidden things within the city. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. Now, if you're wondering where I am in Blueprint Roleplay. I'm gonna start putting links into like the comments and stuff once it's all done. But also as well, they're now open to the public. So if you guys are interested in joining, definitely do so. This is like a lot of fun. Some of the best fun I've had in like a long time. It's kind of roleplaying with these guys here. So if you guys are interested, definitely hit me up and I'll make sure you get you guys situated. If you guys don't mind liking the stream, definitely do so. And if you're new here, subscribe. I'm going to be more active. Trust me. I'm working on like little small short form videos and things like that for several things. And yeah, we definitely appreciate you guys dropping by.